Looks like we're live. Nope, forgot to insert as well. There's only one left in there. I need to get another one. Let's see. Perfect. Hello, hello, what's up? Hey, what's up? What's up, 𝗧𝗏𝗧𝗏? What's up, Sexy Destiny and James? Hey, Deanna. Hey, Marlene. What's up, Laura? What's up, Sandra? What's up, Jane? Good to see you. Hello, hello. Good guys. Good to see you guys here. Yo, Rebecca. What's up, Jen? What's up, Sandra and Jane? New York, or... Oh, Puerto Rico. I don't know why I heard New York. How you doing? Oh, thank you, Diana. I'm honored to have you here. What's up, Donna? What's up, Jill? Happy either Tuesday or Wednesday for you, depending where you are in the world. Let's see, I got that. 4, 3. Got that. We'll give it a good moment. Give everybody a fair chance to get in here. New York is your building name, though? Yo, that's crazy. I was picking up on something. You're in Connecticut. A baseball field in Louisiana. Dope. I used to play baseball a very long time ago. What's up, Laura? You're in Connecticut, Marlene? I'm honored to have you here, Jane. From New York, though. Texas. Hey, Tina. Put this one. Perfect there. Got that. Perfect, got that. That. What's up, Sue? What's up, Gina? Oh, you're young. That's what's up. Louisiana, Oklahoma. Dope. All right, guys. I think we're good to go ahead and start. So here's the vibe of the live tarot readings. We'll be here for about 2 hours today. Let's see. Yeah, we'll be here for about anywhere between an hour and 32 hours today. I got on a little bit later than I wanted, but we'll be back to the normal schedule tomorrow. There's 3 options you have when it comes to getting a reading during one of my YouTube lives. Number 1, it's the complete free option. All you need to do is be here. Make sure that you put your name, you put your zodiac sign, and then you put a yes/no question, okay? So some eligible questions would be, is this person a soulmate? Is spirit calling me to make a new career move, etc.? Those things are awesome. That's perfect. All I ask as well for the free readings is if the reading ends up resonating with you, etc., please make sure you're subscribed to me. The second option is the membership, okay? So if you choose to be a member on my channel, you go ahead and you have prioritized readings, and you're able to ask yes/no questions and ask for general pools, okay? So being a subscriber, being a member are two totally different things on YouTube. Subscriber is what most of you are here, and a membership is when you go ahead and get a a membership is when you go ahead and get exclusive content to one specific creator. Okay, so my members, they receive starting out at 2 extra videos every single week, and then going up, depending on what tier you choose, you can go all the way up to having 5 extra videos a week, etc. When you're on a live with me, members get prioritized readings, which means if I look up and I see their name, they're 1000%, as long as they follow the criteria on what is allowed, they're 1000% going to get that reading, okay? And the third and final option is the super chatters. So YouTube has this cool feature called super chatting, which is basically a way to donate, tip to a creator, etc. What I do with the super chats is I promise an energy exchange. If you, out of your freedom of will, decide to send a certain amount of a super chat, I'm going to promise and meet a certain amount of cards, minutes I put into your reading. With that being said, subscribers, people that are here that are free, members, super chatters, no matter who you are, if I'm giving you your reading, you're getting my full undying attention. So we're here for about 2 hours, and for about 1 hour of it, I do free readings, and the other half, I do the super chatters, etc. Okay? So we did not end off with any super chatters last night, so we're going to end up diving straight forward into some free readings, some 30 minutes of free readings, okay? Before that, if you do choose to super chat, please go ahead and make sure you look at the description of this live. I have updated the super chatting, all right? So it used to be that anybody that super chatted was allowed to ask a yes/no question, but I've upgraded it now, okay? So I'll say the 2 most important ones off the bat. And then if you're interested in finding out the rest of the breakdown, just look into the description. Okay, so if you choose to super chat anywhere between $1 to $9.99, that is only for general card pulls. You're not allowed to ask a yes/no question if you go ahead and super chat anywhere between $1 to $9.99. Okay, now $10 to $24.99, you can ask questions. That's where $10 is the mark where you can ask yes/no questions, etc. starts for the super chatters. Other than that, nothing else has changed. It was just like kind of like those 2 beginning parts that I changed, and then the deep dive reading part, which goes above $25, that's stayed the same. So that's what I got for you guys. If you need any refresher on anything I said at any time during the live, you can look at the description. All right, so we'll go ahead and let that first group of super chatters formulate, and we're going to do 30 minutes of free people. All right, 30 minutes. Oh, wrong book. Let's see, let me put this book over here. Probably won't need it today, but it's okay. And then this is the book. Here, get this out. Perfect. Scribble that out. All right, so 30 minutes. All right, I'm just going to round it to 9:20 right now. So we'll go till 9:50 my time, PM Eastern, with free people, and then when we get to 9:50 PM, that's going to be for the first group of super chatters. The cut for that one. We will have 2 groups of super chatters today, okay? So starting now, free readings. Please make sure you put your name, your zodiac, and a yes/no question. Till 9:50 PM Eastern Time. All right. I feel called to start with JS, Jessica. Alrighty, so I'm going to start with my Oracle today. I feel called to start with Oracle. And of course, Boxer's Oracle, which is my first of many decks to come. All right. And then let me make sure I see. Yep, I had that marked for me as well. All right. You're an Aquarius, Jessica. Will you and Jay actually ever date? Okay, Okay, so small build making a difference. I see a masculine right now that it feels like they're offline with their own guides. I feel somebody that literally has manifested you in and is scared. You know, some masculines, this, oh my God, this pairs in right with the book I was reading earlier today. I feel like that, I feel called to show it to you, okay? So this is a book, if you guys have a son, a brother, a boyfriend, a husband, etc., that likes to read or is feeling kind of lost and maybe looking for something to kind of, maybe reading could finally enter their life right now. I can tell you when I was younger, I hated reading, and now I absolutely love it. Okay, this is actually an amazing book that one of my apprentices told me about, and then he sent me it as a gift. It's called King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. Okay, this book makes a man understand the difference between boy psychology, man psychology. Okay, let me flip to, if I can get to that one page where literally it's talking about when a boy who thinks he's a man gets a manifestation. Okay, coward, the shadow hero. It's worth it. Just give me a second. It really is worth it. Okay. The hero. There's much confusion. The hero generally approach life. In fact, yet mature and then blocks from full maturity. The grand standard bully, the dreamer. Whereas I say the mother. Oh, man, this is really important, guys. Just give me a second. Like, it's so perfect. It was talking about, basically it talks about a masculine, once they get what they want, they're so attached to the hero complex where basically all they are consumed with is getting you, wooing you over. And then once they have you, they didn't think that far. And it's like when that moment of becoming just stable and there's no more excitement and etc. fades away, they're kind of like, what do I do now? They didn't even think about what they would do after they receive you, the emotions, everything that comes with it. Complex feelings involved, and he doesn't want to take responsibility. Oh, this boy. How long does boy get caught up? Love not tolerated. If I don't find it in a minute, guys, I'll just go forward. But this is like, it's really great. Mighty Father, experiencing Queen. Struck down. Thus, child at point. Okay. I don't remember what part it was in here. I read a lot of this book today. I've reread it like 2 times. The know-it-all. This energy seeks from great men. The trickster. Always the man to hate. This boy appears to be naive. The knowledge of God. Okay, I'm just going to read this one little part that I wasn't called to at first, but it's the only thing I've seen so far. That really makes a lot of sense. So, he does not want to take action. Okay, so this talks about the man. This is all about the hero complex. This is not the exact passage I wanted, but it's good enough for now. So this is a passage that talks about the hero complex and how a boy that thinks he's a man does not want to actually have union with a mortal woman, to deal with his complex feelings involved in an intimate relationship. He does not want to take responsibility for what it takes. And it talks about like sexual stuff in here. This passage actually talks a lot about like helping men understand the difference between their desires versus like really what their heart wants. And a lot of times guys will just become in a fantasy about winning over a woman, thinking with the wrong part, if you will. Okay, thinking with the wrong part, you know what I mean? And then once they realize, oh, I'm emotionally invested now with this person, I don't want that. It's a boy immaturity. They should never even think about you in that intimate form if they aren't ready to take on your emotions, take on your business, because that's an energy exchange. What I see right now, and I know that you're asking if you're ever going to actually go on a date, but I need you to understand, like, this person's not an individual where I see they're ready yet for this. I see somebody who's more thinking with the wrong head, if you will, okay? So It looks like Spirit wants you to go forward. They're saying you're ready for a man who's out of his hero complex. Okay? Every single young man goes through that moment. And women, I'm sure women do too, where you go into a hero complex. You want to be a savior. And it's just unhealthy. There's a difference between being a realistic knight in shining armor, somebody that wants to cheer and be there, versus like, I am the healer, I am the only one that can save this person, and blah blah blah. It's a fantasy that's in a young mind. So what I see is Spirit's letting you know you are ready for a man that's out of hero complex. This individual that's putting you in limbo, they manifested you. You do have a connection. You're not crazy, but they're not ready for what they thought they were. Okay. All right. Or even if you are a dude here, dude, pick up the book. All right. All right. Sexy Destiny, what's up, homie? Your name is Penny. You're a Capricorn. Is G or S in love with you? Okay, we're gonna do one of them, okay? Because it's the free reading. I'm feeling called the G. So what I can definitely say is because I'm calling the G, S isn't as significant in an energy pool. Is G in love with you? Ruthless heavy words. Yeah, but he has I see this person has a rundered tendency. They absolutely love you. I'm not going to go to the intensity of saying that they're in love with you, but they feel that spark, okay? I do see courage. I do see somebody being able to come out of their fear and be like, yo, this is what I like, but I'm not ready for full commitment. And what I hear is you're going to say me either. You know, the ego, the parasite wants both of you to think that this has to go 0 to 100 when it doesn't. All right, Forest Fairy Tarot. Your name is Rachel. You're a Gemini, and you'd like to know, are you on the right path? Are you on the right path? Whoa, this fell to the ground. Something I'm feeling called to tell you is to remember, a lot of times people just want to get a reaction out of you. Okay, so we have main event energy. It was like stuck on my rug. We have main event energy paired with it's time to proceed forward. You're absolutely on the right timeline. Here's the thing. You know what the biggest form of power is with a narcissist or somebody with narcissistic tendencies, etc.? No response at all. There are some people who will simply say crazy ass things or throw your mind into a whirlpool just because they want attention from you. You see clear as day who isn't even deserving of a one single word from you versus who is worth going the extra mile. You are absolutely on the correct timeline. Continue to set those healthy boundaries. Have that confidence. You can trust your first decision. You can trust that first intuition thought. Let them stay in their energy. It ain't for you. Debbie Brown. Oh, I'm sorry, Debbie. You didn't put your zodiac. That's really important. Like, knowing the zodiac's really important for me to get the clear message on what collective you are. If my eyes align with you again, Debbie, and you can say this, you can ask the same question, but I need you to put your zodiac, okay? If my eyes line again organically, I'll give you your reading. Hey, D, thank you for being here. Everybody say hey telepathically or in the chat to my moderator, D. Okay. What's up, Caroline? You're a Capricorn. You just typed the word yes, please. I don't really know how to answer that. So I'm just going to keep going. I could definitely say I got called to because you're in good energy. All right. Gina. Gina Gwynn, you're a Libra, and you'd like to know, should you move this year or wait until next year for school? All right. Remember, guys, super chatting is open right now. If you want your answer 1000% guaranteed, you're going to be wanting to either be on the super chat, or if you want to be more prioritized, look out for the membership team as well. All right. So, should you move out this year or wait till the next school year? Promoting sparring buddy next year. I see you're going to move out next year. Now, this is, even though you are the complete right track, you don't really want to be where you are. It's not like life or death right now, what I'm hearing, to leave where you are. It's more about comfortability. That's important. But if you wait one more year, there's going to be some things, there's going to be some energy that not having to worry as much about finances and etc. Right now, there's lessons you need to go through. You can use that energy. What I'm hearing is next year, the trials and tribulations that you're going to go through the rest of this year are going to make it to where you are much more proactive on not just, what's the way to put it? Not just believing anybody can change, because that's a beautiful thing to have faith in people, but we also have to have our boundaries. And I'm hearing if you would move out now, you would be stuck like moving in with like either if this was like a dorm, or if this was like a college, like shared housing, whatever, you absolutely would align with people that don't meet who you are. And it would cause you a lot more trouble. Or if you even decide to move out with a friend or etc. right now, I just see whoever that friend is, it wouldn't work out. There's going to be too much stress. If you wait another year, not only do I see you being able to afford it and not be like literally eating ramen noodles every night, you'll have a sparring buddy. You're going to have a new friend you meet. You're going to have a new friend you meet within the next 5 months. You're going to have a new friend you meet within the next 5 months, and you guys are absolutely going to be like, yo, we're both on the same track here. I see wait till next year and allow you to focus on right now what you do have control of, and let everything else flow. We got about 20 more minutes for the first group of super chatters, guys. Okay. Let's see. Kate, you're a Capricorn. You'd like to know, should I accept the new job or stay here or stay where you are? Should you accept the new job or stay where you are? Protector. I'm hearing that right now, staying at your job is promoted, but I don't see this as endgame. I don't see this as the only, like, this is the place that you're going to just work your way up and stay. There is, right now, what I'm hearing is the management, the things around you. Nothing's ever going to be perfect in life, but it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. What I'm hearing is if you would go to another place, it's not really going to be like an escape. The type of energy, the frustration, the irritation, also, I'm hearing boredom. It's not going to be something that leaving this job you'll never have again. I don't feel for you. It's like somebody's passed your boundary. You hate the leadership or etc. It's not that intensity. See, that type of stuff, absolutely, you can escape from and find somewhere that's more productive. But these types of roller coaster bumps I'm feeling, it's kind of like no matter where you are, any job's going to have its ups and downs. You do know that this is probably the last year you're going to be working here. And I see in 2026, something else is going to surface for you. right. Divinity, thank you for being a member. All right, you're a Pisces, and you would like to know, will it benefit you to take the dream course? Will it benefit you to take the dream course? Glass straw. Supportive. So I'm hearing if this is an affordable course. Yeah, this could definitely, here's the thing, getting any form of help when it comes to your dreams, etc., absolutely would be great. Just do more research on if this is an online course or etc. This is a specific type of like soul or life coach, that there's good reviews. And maybe what I'm feeling is you've definitely probably experienced other forms of life coaches or soul teachers, etc., who your intuition, everything was like, look, I know that there's an energy exchange in life, but this just seems far beyond what is supposed to be going on here, like hundreds of dollars more. I'm hearing that this new either online course, teacher, etc., has good intentions. You should feel the ability to ask them any questions that are kind of like weighing on your heart. And as long as they give you that sense of, yeah, protection, I got you, I understand your struggles, I understand why you're having these questions, before you want to go ahead and dedicate yourself to my course, etc., you should be able to ask those things. And if they answer in a productive, in a positive, in a caring way, that is your last sign to, yeah, go ahead and do this new course. Allow yourself to even become like certified in like astral projection, dream therapy, etc. But as long as all aligns, it does look like it's time. And remember, you also don't, when it comes to courses and etc., absolutely, they're beneficial. But remember, like, if you try to do your own work for most things hard enough, spend enough time, you're going to be able to do these things without needing a mentor. There are certain things that it's like once you've done enough work, you do have somebody else that can go ahead and help amplify, but it's not that person. You don't need to start with that person to receive the guidance. You can do all of it yourself. You're basically paying somebody to go ahead and do a fast pass for you, somebody that's already spent a deep amount of their own time, hours, countless days and experiences into a program, so you don't have to do all the work. It's an energy exchange. You never need the one teacher. You never need the one guru. They're an added benefit of life. All you need is source and yourself. And then you let humans help you from there. All right. All right. Let's see. 15 minutes for Super Chatter's first group. All right, Jane, you're a Cancer, and you'd like to know, does the person you love really love you back? Okay, that card just fell to the ground. I'm hearing you could be putting something under the rug. Okay, Spirit's letting me know you have done truly nothing wrong. What I'm hearing is you've been very understanding. You have put no pressure on this person. You have really healed from a lot of tendencies you had in past relationships where you'd run, where you need like constant attention. You're not like that anymore. And this person, they love you, they're not in love with you. Okay, that takes time. I do sense Spirit saying even though you're doing great with this, it may feel like your parasite's still telling you that because things aren't happening in a specific way, that this person's going to leave you. I'm hearing you're very, 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 the best way to put it is observative. You're a very observative person. You notice the smallest of energy changes, and that can really, you can tend to still put a lot of pressure on yourself, even though for others, they don't feel that pressure. Okay, this person, they do love you. They do really care about you, but it's going to take more time for them to fall in love with you. That. $10 minutes for the first group of super chatters, guys. 10 minutes. All right, Barbara, you need to put your zodiac, okay? Oh, okay, wait, did you put the, let's see. Okay, Taurus. You'd like to know, am I going to find a financial breakthrough in the near future? Are you going to find a financial breakthrough in the near future? Right now, there is something blocking. You have to think. There is somebody that you're giving your power to. You're going to have more abundance in your future, but right now, somebody in your life is, it's not that we're throwing the blame on anybody else, okay? But somebody's taking your energy. This may be a new love. This may be somebody that has just entered your life. And Spirit needs you to notice that change. And it may not even, it's not that this person's like evil or they're trying to take your energy. Sometimes we can become consumed by somebody without them even knowing it. And the constant needing to see what's going on in their life, looking at their page, thinking about them all the time. It's consuming. It takes a lot out of you. The thing that's coming to your life right now that is needing to upgrade is pulling back your energy. Somebody, you're giving it away too fast to. Kayla Smith. Okay, wait, you didn't put your zodiac, so I'm gonna have to continue forward. Black Roses, your name's Lorraine, and you're a Gemini. And you want to know, are you going to find a safe apartment this year? You're going to find a safe apartment this year. So below the belt, don't settle. You're going to find it, but there's something about do not move in with the person. If you're thinking about moving in with somebody right now, or if there's somebody if there's somebody that you're in love with, etc., and you're kind of like thinking of moving out together, but this is really fast, Spirit is saying you need to allow yourself to just not take the first opportunity, because it may not be much different than what's going on right now. I do see you getting a new apartment, but there's some quick actions right now that they're suggesting you take and reassess on if you're trying to run away from something that's just going to cause another can of worms, or if there's a safer way to do this. Five minutes for the first group of super chatters, okay? 5 minutes. All right. Hercules 96. Your name's Alex. You'd like to know what is coming or returning to you now until the end of Cancer season. Okay. What do we got? Give me one big event that's going to happen to our friend before Cancer season is over. What's one big event that's going to happen to him? Well, it's love. It's absolutely love. You're going to be part of the new collective I've been channeling. So I have, if you guys have heard, this isn't the new collective I'm about to say. The June, July collective I've had for the past 7 months, where I've channeled since 7 months ago that in June and July, a humongous amount of my collectives are finding divine union. About last week to the week before, I received the channel for my next collective, which makes sense because once one is starting to come up, that's when the next starts. Then one I have now is about 9 months from now. 9 months from now, there's going to be another union. Okay, so you're somebody that is going to receive a wish fulfillment, abundance, and love. Before. All right. Hey, Tia, can you please, thank you for being a member, or thank you for being a member. I'm going to ask her to change that question, okay? If I see your name again, and it's just something I see too intense and personal to do in a live reading, go ahead and ask a different question, and I'll make sure to do that one for you, okay? Thank you. Oh, your son hit a home run? That's what's up. Nancy, you're a Virgo. You'd like to know, is the person you care about and you going to end up together? You guys going to end up together. Are you guys going to end up together? So Spirit's telling me to promote another timeline for you. This person's been part of your spiritual awakening. I don't see you two ending up together. I kind of actually see what you needed to transpire has been accomplished. And it can suck because sometimes we find these connections where it's like for a couple of days or even just a few weeks, it's like, oh my God, everything's going great. And then out of nowhere, nothing changes. And they just ghost you or etc. And even those relationships, they're meant for something. They're meant for reflection. They're meant for you to break one last karmic cycle that you didn't get with an ex. What I'm seeing is Spirit's telling you to move forward. Okay? All right, 2 more minutes to get on the first group of super chatters. Please make sure you put your name and your zodiac sign. Let's see. All right, Caroline. You're a Capricorn, and you'd like to know, does your husband love you, or are you wasting precious time? What's Spirit's guidance regarding your marriage? Okay. You guys are halfway through a deep spiritual awakening together. Another one. I see there's more to your story. I'm not saying that what you've been through is not worthy of choosing to go forward or anything like that. We're not discrediting the hurt, the pain. And there have definitely been moments where you guys could have switched your story real quick with each other. But what I'm hearing is two people that continued to catch themselves at that moment, the moment before no return. Lovers, the person we are to marry, it's always going to be roller coaster bumps. I can definitely see that this man, you know, when it comes to expression, hearing you, there needs to be some quick changes with that. But I don't see Spirit saying that this is something that is going to harm you. I see almost like your own instincts helping you with that bob and weave. Instantly pull back before there is a point where you say something or do something to no return. You guys aren't going to burn out with each other. You just need a little break. Maybe you guys have spent too much time with each other lately, and maybe it's not like in a sense of taking a break, like breaking up and going and having other partners. I don't mean it like that. I just mean sometimes simply going out on a vacation, going to see a friend, going to see your mom, your family, etc., just for a few days, and being able to, or even a week or two, and being able to kind of reassess and reset. It makes the heart grow fonder, and that's why I feel called for you guys to maybe explore. I don't see it being over. Okay. All right, that's it for the first group of super chatters. I'm going to put down everybody, okay, that super chatted. Or that was it for the first group of free people. Now we're going to do the first group of super chatters, I meant to say. All right, so looks like we have Nicole as number 1. Got you. Jill. Got you. You're number 2. And then number 3, that's Divinity. And then lastly, but definitely not leastly, is Alvin. Okay. All right, well, this is going to take me a very short amount of time to only do 4 of you. I would say that this would probably take me about 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm thinking of a time frame. I want to do the next group of super. Yeah. All right. 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to focus on these 4 super chatters. I'll time that then and go from there. All right. Number 1. All right. So Nikki, you did ask a specific question. But now, starting today, if you go ahead and super chat anywhere between $1 to $9.99, that is only a general poll. From here on out, if people are wanting to ask yes/no questions and it's not part of the free section, it is going to be $10 and up. This is because I realized throughout the past couple of months I've been doing this more extensively than I ever have before, that actually in a YouTube live it takes me a significant more amount of energy to answer a yes/no question versus a general. In other circumstances like a TikTok live, that's not the case, but for some reason on YouTube, answering questions takes more of my energy. So for me to be here and to continue to be able to do this 6 days a week, etc., or 3 days a week here, but then 3 days a week also on TikTok, I have to find a way for my energy exchange to be respected. And this is how it's going to be from here on now. So what I'm going to do, my friend, is I see that you're asking about money and that question, okay? What I'm going to do is just make it a career-based general pool. You are allowed to ask for a topic. You're allowed to say, I want a general career reading. I want a general love reading. You are absolutely allowed to ask for the topic, okay? But, so what we're going to do now is go ahead and give you a general poll, Nikki, who's an Aquarius, on your finances/career for right now. What does Spirit have as a general energy reading for you? Okay, so I see right now you are also allowing yourself to understand I have to think long term. If there are certain things right now that you're going to have to alter for your energy to do what you have to do, you got to do it, my friend. Okay, there was a reason I was called to tell you that. That's a similarity with you right now. what I'm hearing with your finances and etc., that it's going to advance. Don't worry about that. What Spirit's needing you to focus on right now is how much you are overgiving. I see the energy of somebody that continues to put themselves in burnout energy, okay? Right now in your life, the general energy they're wanting you to do regarding your finances is absolutely allow yourself to balance the amount that you are helping others financially. You cannot help others if you cannot help yourself, my friend. They're wanting you to state that your money in January may have taken a turn. That's what they're telling me for you. But before this year is over, you're going to have those green lights again. Watch what happens when you reclaim your energy. Watch when the parasite, the fear of, I have to do this to be worthy, can't even be there anymore, and how much it amplifies your law of attraction, my friend. All right. All right, Jill. Awesome, homie. Thank you for being a member. And I will go ahead, give you that you requested career. Absolutely. Let's give you a general career reading, my friend. I see you're standing your ground with your career. I see Spirit's very proud of you. You're sharing a deep amount of strength with the individuals around you. Your coworkers, they see you as a green flag. And they see you as somebody that's able to take on more opportunities. Okay, they want you to understand you embody the I don't know what type of stones or etc. you're attracted to, but tiger's eye, you embody the energy of the tiger's eye, which is about protection, which is about strength. It's about a lot of like masculine strength, and that has nothing to do with your gender or the way you look or you present. This is about energy. We all have masculine and feminine within us. Masculine is our manifester more. Or let me put it this way. Our masculine is the walker of manifestation, while our feminine is the creator of the manifestation. And your masculine side is also the willpower, the go-getter attitude, the self-composure. And then your feminine is your nurturing, compassion, your sympathy. You're in the 3D world, not in love, not in spirituality, in the platonic 3D world, you are a masculine. And what Spirit's wanting you to know right now is to continue to stand your ground. You have no idea how many, what I'm hearing is how many distractions and energy vampires you are gliding past right now. All right, 3. Number 3 is divinity. All right, you would like guidance general reading. Absolutely. Let's give her some life guidance, guys. What does she need to know the most right now? There is no active road work with anybody else except focusing on herself, being kind, healing your inner teenager. I feel called to tell you about strengthening your physical body. Okay, they're wanting to know when it comes to the spiritual work, you're doing phenomenal. You're doing phenomenal, but there's something about you're feeling like you're like, I want more energy. I eat correctly. I drink correctly. But there's some, you could even be somebody that has been active before, or you've really just started to, for the first time, being like, I want to get into a sport. I want to get into a routine. I want to get into bodybuilding or CrossFit or something along those lines. And Spirit's saying yes. Okay, when you allow yourself to take care of your body, you're taking care of that inner child. I want to give you guys a very, I want to do this right now. I want to give you guys a personal thing I tell myself when I am working out, but specifically when I'm boxing. Every single punch I block, every single hit I land, I'm protecting my little guy behind me, the inner child me, the one that nobody protected. I'm telling him in my head, as I'm dodging, I will never let anybody hit you again. I'm the adult that will save you. I will always be there for you. And I can't tell you the power. Even when I'm lifting weights, even when there's nothing to defend, I am still remembering that my little guy, little Matthew, is behind, and I am protecting him. When you go out into the world, just the way you would if your own child or etc. was behind you and you were protecting them from somebody, you see your own inner child like that, watch the power and concentration that comes out of you. Ego goes away. It's no longer this sense of, I want to be the baddest, I want to be the biggest, I want to be the strongest. It's nothing like that. It's literally like takes away the ego and is like, I just want them to feel safe. I just want them to know they're protected. And that's what your inner child wants you to know right now. Obviously, not everybody here wants to box. Not everybody here wants to go to the gym. Not everybody here wants to work out. But that analogy, you can use that for anything in your life. Even if you're going through a test and you've had test anxiety growing up because adults made you feel stupid for having anxiety and needing more time to take a test or etc. When you're sitting there in your college course and you're allowing yourself to be calm, you have your little guy, your little girl behind you, and you're saying, you're smart, you got this. It doesn't matter what anybody else has told you. I believe in you. And every single question that I answer, no matter if it's right or wrong, guess what? I still believe in you. That will excel your timeline and keep you away from ego. You're doing great, my friend. Okay. All right. Okay, number 4. What's up, homie? Alvin. You'd like a general pull. I got you. Got you, man. General pull. Well, this is 2 things for you, dude. Love you. Love is great. You're fostering this mindfulness. You're not letting the silence echo. You're not allowing it to seem longer. You're stating, I know. I feel like you've highlighted something in your own life that you're like, I really have that to focus on now. The gloves on, ready to proceed in the promoting. You're something about you as well. Like today's energy with the personal readings was a lot of like embodying masculine strength, no matter your gender, just simply like owning up, upgrading, physical movement. You're feeling called to either, it's the energy of like starting a new career, or not a new career, starting the mindset of when you went to a new career. Well, you're definitely not supposed to go into a new career if that's something you've been thinking about recently. Something I am hearing though is about getting another hobby, getting something that is off your mind. Are you a physically active person? Do you enjoy, like, I honestly keep seeing something to do with rock climbing with you. You don't ever make anything fit, but if you've never even thought about rock climbing and you're a physical bodied person, I don't know, there's something calling for you to find a hobby that literally takes so much physical effort that you can't think about being anything but in that moment. Love is on its way. You're still doing great. There's movements, there's awareness. Do not let the silence echo. But you do have this ability to like now invest this energy, invest this realization, and allow her to come to you. But this is great, dude. And as long as you're physical bodied, you can do all of that. Even if you have a very physical job, there has to be something that's actually going to bring you a lot of release and more energy from enacting. All right. That was the first group of super chatters. We'll go ahead now and start the next group of super chatters. Let's see. All right, dope. All right, number 1 in group 2 is Baby Neuron. Got you, my friend. All right. And number 2 is Nikki Minko. Got you, homie. All right, so we're going to continue the first group of super chatters, guys. Let's see what time we're at. I'll stay on for 30 more minutes. Well, it's going to be another hour, but I'm going to stay on for... we're going to start 30 more minutes of free people, and then we'll wrap up the last 30 minutes with the super chatters, okay? So, what time is it right now? I'm just going to round it up to that. I'm just going to round it to 10. That... So we will go until 10:35 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, 30 minutes starting now for the free people. Make sure you put your name, your zodiac sign, and a yes/no question, okay? 30 minutes starting now. And also, this is the last 30 minutes you can get put on for super chatting as well. So 30 more minutes for free readings, 30 more minutes to get on group 2 of super chatters, which will be the last group tonight. Honored to help you, brother. Just go ahead and put your question again, Phoenix. Just make sure you put your, if you guys also, okay, so if you guys ever type a question and it doesn't come up, YouTube filters. YouTube has things that they consider suspicious or like aggressive or inappropriate. They'll filter it out. So if you are typing something and it's not showing up, it's probably because you're asking something that they don't find appropriate, and you, to see it show up, should probably just go ahead and ask a different question. Let's see. All right, Kayla, you're an Aries, and you'd like to know, is August going to get in touch with you in the next couple of weeks? Let's see. Is August going to get in touch with you in the next couple of weeks? Okay, then investment. I don't see in the next couple of weeks this person wanting to invest into a relationship with you. This is somebody right now where I do see why they gave you so much interest. I do see why you're confused. But if you were here earlier in the reading, I was talking about this book called King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. And what it explains in there is this thing called boy psychology. It's kind of like, have you ever heard of the hero complex? A lot of people think like being a hero, hero complex person must be a man, when actually it's a boy. Somebody who feels like they're going to save the world, and then they're just going to be this superhero on a pedestal without them even realizing it. This individual, it's like the chase that really calls them. It's wanting to earn something, and then once they receive you, that intensity goes away, because they're like, I didn't think about what I was going to do after this. I just was so obsessed with the process and it being received. Now I don't know what to do. And they tend to run. So Spirit's wanting you to know this man, he is a man, but he still has boy psychology. And it's going to take more time for him to get through that. You should allow yourself to move forward. All right. Okay. All right, Sophia, you're a Virgo. You'd like to know, should you stay or should you go? Should you stay or should you go? New start. Post-fight interview. You're not going to know if you don't go forward and try. There's one on... Is there a card on the ground? Where the fuck did that card even come from? It's a totally different tarot deck. It's from yesterday's. I didn't even see this one. It was from yesterday's tarot. It's a 6... Charity, helping out. I mean, there's something you've manifested, dude. And it's definitely telling me that for that next door to be open, you got to leave what hasn't been serving. It is time for the new chapter. That charity, that helping hand, it's forward. Interesting. I'm going to have to use that for a collective reading that I'm going to film later. All right. All right, Jacob, it's only one question. I will go ahead and ask the first thing you asked. You're a Virgo as well, and your ex is a Gemini. You're working against you with your long ex in Aquarius. Okay, you're wondering if your two exes are working against you? Let's see. I don't see, well, I don't even see that they're in contact from what I'm sounding, from what I'm hearing. I'm hearing sounds. I hear two people talking. I don't even see them in the same rooms. I mean, to be quite frank, my friend, I really do see parasite. You know, one person actually wants to, there's like kind of like a union. One of them wants, the other one, in the most helping way I can possibly say it, does not want anything to do with a relationship with you. That means even, like, they don't even care about trying to have it out for you. Okay, that's parasite. And there's actually somebody else where I'm not saying that they're telling you to go forward with this person at all, but they actually miss you. They actually want good for you. It's crazy what the parasite can do to our heads. It truly is. All right, Janisa, what's up? Thank you for being a member. You'd like to know, will you be able to secure a job offer from the places you've recently applied to by the end of this month? Are we going to see those answers come in by the end of this month? I don't see this month there being like all answers. Doesn't mean certain things won't be qualified or guaranteed. But you're the June-July collective. Even though your question isn't regarding around love, I still see somebody that's part of the June-July collective. Spirit's definitely wanting you to know, to proceed forward. Don't focus this whole entire rest of May on waiting for something to come around. There's going to be other things to focus on and get you prepared for. You guys got about 15-20 minutes to put yourself on for the super chatters, and it is the last group for today. If you're wanting to get 1000% guaranteed your answer, you got about 20 minutes to put yourself on the super chatters list. Okay, all right, Gemma, you're a Cancer, and you're wanting to know, is listening to your heart the best right now? Is listening to your heart the best right now? All right, divine intervention. It's not happened. It's a porter. You should follow your heart. Spirit is not trying to have a divine intervention for you right now. They're not telling you to leave something. It's very supportive. You should follow your heart in this moment, because your heart and your head are aligning. The only thing trying to make you think it's not is the parasite. All right, Maria, you're a Scorpio. You'd like to know, will you be moving soon? Are you going to be moving soon? I don't see Spirit letting you know soon is going to be appropriate. I see that if you just be kind of like jumping ship. You don't have anything planned. If you're wanting to go ahead and get moved out soon, you need to start manifesting it, not just thinking it, being and acting it into existence, not seeing it as something far away. You have to look at be realistic about what you can afford. Actively go on the apps that are like Zillow and etc. But be careful, because a lot of apps now, by the way, guys, like Zillow and Indeed, people are doing really sketchy things on them, like really sketchy, like trying to take people, have them go to this random area for a job interview or to look at a house, and it's actually not there. So just be careful. But if you go ahead and you look at those types of apps and etc., and for trusted sources, you can see that it's a real place. You look it up on Google Maps, you see the reviews, etc. You should go ahead and start looking at that stuff, because that is part of manifestation. You ever heard of a vision board? Those are real. Those are real. And you can even simply a lot of people make vision boards on Pinterest, if you've ever heard of that app. Pinterest is a great thing to use for manifestation, making vision boards. So Spirit's guiding you now to not wait and enacting this manifestation, but actually moving forward, getting out of this home or apartment, etc. you're in. It does look like more time is going to be needed. I'd love to tell you differently, but at the same time, I don't love to tell you differently, because that means there's still things there that you have to experience. Okay, Bob, my friend, I don't answer health-related questions on lives, okay? But I do see you asked 2 questions, and what I'll do is I'll go ahead and the love question you asked, I can answer that one, okay? So, Bob, you're Cancer, and you'd like to know, is your relationship with your ex going to be able to transpire? Are you going to be able to be back together? Are you guys going to be able to get back together? Okay, so we can't lose self-control. It's not time to proceed forward, though. Spirit is letting you know right now your deepest important is you. I know that's not what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. There is a lot of self-love that you could still not realize you're searching for outwardly. Your ex and you have a lot of left path, right path choices. I see that they're not, right now, they're not good for you. You absolutely should not care about a timeline with them. I know it's easier said than done, but understand, Spirit does want you to know any action towards her right now is not the right decision. If you two are going to have a positive future together, you got to focus right now on being your own partner, your own healthy partner. And I would state to love her telepathically. You can send her telepathic messages saying, no matter what, I still love you. I hope you're having a good day. But then you have to gain that self-importance back. You can dedicate a little time in the morning to sending her a telepathic message, but then you set that rule with yourself that going forward, you got to focus on you, okay? I don't see in the near future you two getting back together, but this is a time, the most important thing in the world right now, my friend, for you, is being your own healthy partner. I believe in you, but most importantly, you need to believe in yourself. Rivera, you're a Cancer and you'd like to know, does your ex Brian, how do they feel about you currently? How does your ex Brian feel about you currently? Let's see. He doesn't feel balanced. He feels that. So what I am seeing, this does not mean this is exactly what was happening, okay? But we're in the mind of the masculine. I'm hearing, and remember, I'm here for you, okay? He feels like a big weight is off his shoulders. He felt like being with you was too much. And I need you to know it's not. You're a highly emotionally and spiritually sensitive person. That is a strength. And to certain people, that looks like weakness. And when you haven't been taught your whole entire life, when you've been taught your whole entire life, that's not a strength, it's gonna be hard for you to see that in these moments. Your love is not a weapon. Your love is not something that somebody can see as exposable. Or, you know what I'm trying to say. Your love is something that is a constant back and forth with another person. They aren't just owed it because they've done something for you before. What I'm hearing, this man, this is not an actual man. This is a man with a boy mind, boy psychology. This is an individual that they're not a hero complex person. They're actually more of what I learned in that book is the gaslighter. They're an individual that it's not about, they never cared about saving you. They never cared about being this precious person to you. It was very much kind of like what they can get to. Space for each other, made some great memories, of course, but I'm saying that this was it. This is you really cracking the code on that. Your future masculine, you should be happy that I'm sorry, not sorry. You should be really happy this isn't your masculine. One day he'll find his person, but I'm hearing you're part of his ego death. Okay? You're somebody he needs to lose. Because I do see this person actually trying to come back, but understand it's gonna be after you're with somebody else. And I know it may be hard to see right now yourself with anybody else, but it's there. I do see Spirit is letting you know. The way he feels about you is like he has this weight off his shoulders, but he also feels like he can come back whenever he wants. And the thing is, once he comes back, he's gonna realize you're not even there waiting anymore. You should go forward. You guys got about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get on the super chatters. All right, this is last call for super chatters this night. All right, Royal Goddess, your name is Sarah. I'm sorry, my friend, you didn't put your zodiac sign. I need you to put your zodiac sign. It's a very important step for me to know what part of the collective you're in. Okay. Awakened meditation. You're a Virgo. You'd like to know. You were betrayed and she is still stuck in a karmic situation. Is she still stuck? Okay. You would like to know, is she still in that karmic situation? Is she still in that karmic situation? She knows it's time to go. I do see somebody that's already heavy hit, like already been like said those words that need to be separated. I see them realize the facade that this person that they thought was going to protect them, it was there for them, absolutely wasn't. I do see they've released this karmic cycle, but that does not mean they're ready to be with you yet. But that's a great step forward, and that's a great spark. And it very much helps your intuition on all of those shifts that you've been feeling recently. Let's see. All right, Lemis, you're a Sagittarius. Does Anwar think about coming back to you? Does Anwar think about coming back to you? Does he think about coming back to you? Yes. But it's not time. He's still recovering. He absolutely does think about coming to you. And I do see Spirit giving me purple flags specifically. It's very interesting. I've never said that before. Purple flags? I've never even heard of that before. You have royalty together. Purple's the color of royalty. You have a past life together. And I see, and I haven't said this. I don't think I've ever said this one. I've said it in like personals, but like in a collective, especially alive, like you guys have like a king and queen energy to you. I wouldn't be surprised if in past lives you were a king and a queen together. Very interesting. So I mean, there's absolutely more to this. It's not over, but it's not time yet. It will come. Royal Goddess, go ahead and let me know your username, or let me know your name, your zodiac, and a yes/no question, okay? So if you already typed that yes/no question, I'm gonna need you to type it again with that other information, okay? Thank you. Looking for yes/no questions, guys. Okay, Tate? You're a Cancer. Your last name is Lang. You would like to know, should you let go of the person you're manifesting? Should you let go of the person that you're manifesting? This is a good, you're here, this is a good reaction out of me. It's just a lot of energy. No. But so what your spirit, when you're saying, should you let go? I know what you mean, but let's word it a little differently, okay? Because there's a big difference between letting go and giving up. When you ask, should you let go of this connection, I feel that your energy was more asking, should I give up? You should not give up on this. Letting go is a different thing. Letting go is surrendering to source. You don't tell the world that this is not going to happen. You don't say it was for nothing. You don't say you were stupid. You let go. You surrender and say, if this is supposed to happen at this point, I've done everything I can. And if this is supposed to come back to me, if this manifestation is really being acquired, I can't do anything else. I'm on the court of life, the game, the ball, think of a basketball court, and you're on that, and it's the game of life. And the ball is not in your section. You have to wait for that move to come before you can enact the play. Spirit's letting you know right now, let go in the sense of surrender to spirit. Trust. There's something here. They're promoting resilience. And they let me know this isn't just pre-workout effect, which for me, guys, for the ones of you here that don't know what that means, pre-workout effect is something that I've coined as a term with spirit to let me know when I see that people are in a state of motivation or consistency. Because pre-workout, what is it? You take it, and then in about 30 minutes, whatever, you're super fucking charged. You're crazy. You can go ahead and you could take on the world, and you're just focused. But as soon as that, you know that intensity that the pre-workout gives you is going to diminish, and then you have to go through consistency to continue throughout the rest of your workout, the rest of your day. I was given confirmation. This is not pre-workout. This is not just motivation. This person gets the fireworks, and then as soon as the excitement dissipates, they don't want to be consistent. I see consistency. This is something that has more to the story, but you need to let go and surrender to spirit, but not give up, okay? Seven more minutes. Last call for super chatters. 7 more minutes for this live. If you want 1000% your answer guaranteed, you got 7 more minutes to be put on the super chatters. Last call. Okay, Royal Goddess, I'm going to answer the second question you asked. You'd like to know, should you give your connection more of a chance? And your zodiac's a Gemini. Should you give this person more of a chance? Yeah? Okay, it's definitely a yes. Post-fight interview. They need to come to her. Corner, trusted advice. Both of them being able to fit their schedules together. Spirit doesn't want you to, like, put any more deep effort into this, okay? What you've needed to say, what you've needed to done has been transpired. The light is glowing. At this point, you need to allow the person to come to you, okay? You're also part of the same collective as our friend beforehand. That energy of don't give up, but let go, surrender to spirit, is being promoted for you as well. So just, there's a lot of peace waking up every day and knowing, hey, Spirit's not going to tell me to do something today. They're not going to tell me I need to do this to make X, Y, and Z happen. You're in a state of just doing what's best for you. And when you do what's best for you, trust and believe it is promoting you to that right person. All right, Jennifer, you're a Sagittarius. You'd like to know, should you date the Virgo or Taurus? Okay, we're going to pick up on one of their energies. And the one that feels the most significant is the Virgo. So there is something that Spirit's stating more needs to be put to attention with the Virgo. Should she date this Virgo? The Virgo has to face their inner fear. They asked for somebody like you, and they're like, holy shit, the manifestation actually came. This person has to face their fears. If they can come to you, and they can face their fear, and not let that parasite keep that warrior mentality back, there is a possibility for you two to become something more. That Taurus energy, though, it's not very prominent in my field. So I wouldn't really see it as something, as more than just maybe a soulmate. You remember, there's a big difference between soulmates and soul ties, guys. Soulmates are individuals who basically are kind of like randomized in your life. Soul ties are destiny. Okay, soulmates are thousands of individuals. They're the people where, I'm going to give my short little example for you guys. Let's picture all of us in a theme park. Let's picture us in a line to go on a roller coaster. Okay, you're surrounded by all these people you don't know, right? And then you all file into a cart. And still at this point, everybody right here is just kind of like sitting, they're chilling, they're vibing. They're talking to the person they came with, if they came with somebody. But as soon as that track starts, right? And you're up here, and you're like, oh, it's about to go down. And you go, and everybody starts screaming and is having a great time. And out of nowhere, it's like you all become like, you become one. You're all enjoying this amazing experience together. You may even be sitting next to somebody you don't know, and you like literally look at them and you're like, yo, this is crazy. And like in that moment, you're connecting, and you don't even know their name. But this moment, you enjoyed together. And then you may even be like, yo, have a great rest of the day at the park, when you get off of the ride and you never see each other again. That energy, that is a soul mate. They come in, we're passengers in each other's life. And then there's not really ever a big reason for a soulmate. You're just stability and support and love and happiness for each other. Okay, and then we have karmics. Karmics are individuals, though, who are trying to cut you in line, or individuals that are being assholes and etc. And you gotta kind of like put them in their place. Like, it's like, those are also randomized. You're not destined to meet those people. They're more just individuals that go ahead and help you with single side quests, if you will. Karmics help you with side quests. Soulmates are individuals that you get to experience life with, and soul ties are destiny. Soul ties are the individuals that you came to the theme park with, that you got on that ride with, and still left after. Soulmates are destiny, okay? What I'm hearing, the Taurus, they're just a soulmate. Or, I'm sorry, soul ties are destiny. I'm just saying that word a lot of times. Soul ties are destiny. Long story short for you, Jennifer, The Taurus is definitely a soulmate. There is much more with that Virgo. That Virgo most likely is a soul tie. All right. All right. Last call for super chatters who want to be 1000% answered this stream. Last call. Okay, Elizabeth, broken free from doors open. Or okay, I think you're asking two questions. I'm gonna go ahead and just make it into one for you, my friend. So Elizabeth, you're a Leo, and you have closed doors, and now you're free, and you're wanting to know if this water sign is gonna leave you alone. Okay, is this water sign gonna leave you alone? Is this water sign going to leave you alone? Ruthless words been hit. You were pretty clear, weren't you? I'm hearing you were the most like straight up with them last time. You're like, do not continue to do this. You may have said something along the lines of don't contact me or stop asking me these questions, etc. And I see they got it. I see that you're both in like this amateur, like, go with me here, a new beginning. It's like you're both started this new journey that's separate from each other. And it's like that amateur time when you're learning, when you're growing. I don't see this person coming back into your life. And what they want me to tell you as well is you were very clear last time. You do not need, if they send you another message, if they try to talk to you again, say nothing. Say absolutely nothing. They already heard you stand your ground and they have some growing up to do. Okay? All right. We're going to go ahead now and write down all of the super chatters since Nikki. All right, let's do it. All right. Number 3 is CJ Justine. Scroll that out. Number 4, Natalie. Got you. And we are having an after stream tonight, guys, as well, over on Twitch, UncleBronze Official. I'll talk more about it at the end of the stream. All right. Number 5, that's Jennifer. All right. Number 6, that's Jen Ray. All right. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, we have number 7, Caden Tan. All right. Perfect. Okay. So those are the guaranteed super chatters for tonight. Anybody else that super chats after this moment will be guaranteed on tomorrow's live stream, okay? All right. Let me scroll back up to Baby Neuron and we'll start the second group. Right. All right. Baby Neuron. You have a specific question? Absolutely. Did I mistake about the... Okay, I don't do legal questions, court case questions. My friend, it is stated in... Okay, so you would ask for a court question. You're asking for a career and a finance reading. I can make career and finance the same thing. I consider those two the same things. When it comes to your court case, my friend, I'm not going to answer about that. It is stated in the description of what I will and will not do. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a general career/finance reading, okay? Let's do that. Oops. All right. General career/finance reading. Okay, so this is a past, present, future poll. So you, from the very beginning of this job, the beginning of what you wanted to do, you're like, I'm gonna take it a day at a time. I'm going to be resilient. I'm not going to give up. I know it's going to be hard. But right now, things are really fucking hard. They're harder than what I'm hearing is you've made yourself to a certain standard that you never want to drop from again. But you could be holding yourself to unrealistic standards, okay? There's a lot of work you're planning to do that can be done smarter, not harder, okay? What I'm hearing regarding your finances for your career, your future is celebrating. I see getting a desired outcome. I see the lights being able to turn on. If you've been worried about bills being paid, etc., Spirit's always going to make sure they get you just in time with the things that need to be met. Now, that isn't always going to be that way, but it is phenomenal that right before something is due, or etc., Spirit's going to make sure you have enough. I do see you may want to spend some time in hermit mode. I do see that there may be, remember, I'm always here for you, okay? There may be some projecting on others when really you allow yourself to set the healthy boundary that other people are allowed to treat you as. And what I'm hearing from here, there needs to be more healthy boundaries set in work. If you want the energy, you must find a way. It's not that human beings are not these individuals where we could put an external battery on us and then we just get a whole other form of life. You're not a superhero. You're not a phone. You're not something that can just be added. You have your soul essence and you have to learn how to distribute it every single day to where it doesn't burn you out. I see greatness. I see greatness for you. Spirit wants you to focus on out of this reading is not being afraid of saying the hard words. The people that love you, the people that appreciate you will understand. And you will have to deal with certain people going away when they see they can't just get whatever they want from you anymore. Let them. They are telling me to tell you to embody the let them tendency or mindset. And that's when you just let people think certain things about you. They want to believe you're the monster. They want to pin you as the bad guy. They want to say you're selfish. Let them. They don't actually respect you the way you always thought they did. Spirit is protecting you. They're wanting you to know your finances. They are improving. You still need to take it one day at a time. And rest assured, I see very soon you're going to be in that lucrative 3D world mindset where you're like, I don't have to think so hard about if I want to get one extra appetizer when I go out or if I don't. You're doing phenomenal. Keep up the good work, okay? All right. Perfect. All right, number 2. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me go ahead and also say the numbers for the Super Chatters so you know where you're going to be when your reading's going to be given, okay? So we just did number 1. Now, number 2, that's Nikki Minko. Number 3 is CJ. Number 4 is Natalie. Number 5 is Jen. And number 7, number 6 is Jen. Number 7 is Kaden. All right. Now we're doing number 2, Nikki. All right. Nikki, you're a Capricorn. You feel like something shifted in the last month for you. Let's see. What shifted in the last month for Nikki? Past, present, future pull. Let's see what we got for you. Past, present, future pull. Okay. All right. You've been holding out with this job. You're realizing that you're day by day, you're waiting for something to come around. You're like, next day I'll be able to do this. The next day I'll be able to do this. But your spirit's told you there's no better time than today. You've stepped into a new cycle. It's not a karmic cycle. Spirit's promoting the timeline you're in, and they're letting me know that you are completely correct. There has been a shift, but the shift is realization. Okay, spiritual awakenings as we continue to evolve. You know, people think that it's going to be like kumbaya and like you're just going to feel awesome. And to be quite frank, a lot of times elevating is fucking scary feeling. It's the energy of going up a roller coaster. When you're going up a roller coaster, no matter how much you like roller coasters, most people feel a sense of like, damn, why did I fucking do this? Why did I put myself on here? But then you get here and you go and you're like, oh yeah, this is why I did. This is fun. The hardest part is when the mind, the parasite, is making you think things are going to be terrible. And then you enact it and you just go and you flow and you see, I'm so glad I had that experience. I'm so glad my fear did not let me stay off of that ride. Okay? You've broken a cycle. You broke a karmic cycle. That is the release that you're feeling. You're about to get more energy. You're about to feel yourself be able to just instantly see the green flags in a person. And they want me to put it that way because recently you've really, in the past year of your life, you were noticing all the red flags you didn't notice before. And you're reassessing certain relationships, friendships, etc. And life is about balance. You're about to now go into this energy of, like, don't be surprised by all the green flags you see. And friends, family, or romantic person coming through, you don't got to pinch yourself, okay? This is real. You are entering the June-July collective. Or you're part of the June-July collective, and you guys are entering this abundant phase of life. Remember, it's not the energy of what comes up must go down in the sense of what becomes good must become bad, but energy right now, June, July is going to be a pre-workout motivation month for you guys, or 2 months for you guys. And after, things are still going to be good, but we're going into consistency then. June and July, a lot of you here are just going to have a different freaking level of energy, confidence, willpower. And it's about after July, keeping that consistency flowing with the job, with the person, etc. But you're actually feeling the release of a karmic cycle. It just was a one you were in for years. They're telling me you were in this one for years. So that's why it feels so different. Like, it could have been a 7-year karmic cycle is what I'm hearing. Okay. Perfect. All right, let me get a drink real quick too. And we're all going to go into an after stream, guys. Once we're done with these people. I'll talk about it really quick. Over on Twitch at UncleBronze Official, the first 30 minutes of the stream, I always do free tarot readings. And then the rest of the stream, we're playing video games. Basically, normally at nighttime, like night time, I use my platforms to stream video games. It's the other side of me. During the day, it's all tarot associated. If you join us on our after stream, you have that 30 minutes to be able to ask your questions, get an answer for free. But I also just give away a reading every single stream. Basically, I have this giveaway tool feature on my streaming software, OBS, that people are able to put themselves in for a draw to win a free tarot reading every single stream. All you have to do to be entered into that is you go on to my Twitch, you follow me, which is 1010% free, and then you comment the keyword of the chat, and that changes every single stream. At the end of every single stream, the winner's picked. So if you don't get your answer here, you still got a really good chance still if you go ahead and migrate with us over to Twitch after this. And the link to my Twitch, if you can get to it by simply going to my YouTube profile, clicking on the bio, you'll see it there. And make sure you follow me so you don't miss the notifications when I also go live in the future. Because I go on Twitch a minimum of 3 times a week. So that's 3 times a week. You can have a chance of winning a full reading, and also 3 times a week where I do the 30-minute readings on top of this already. All right. Dope. Let's see. All right, CJ. You would like a general pull? Absolutely. You like a... Absolutely. Flyweight. Heavily demanding task. There is definitely a masculine energy that wants to chase you now. They need you to notice that these differences that they're saying are not actually... This is kind of like, okay, so you feel, what you're feeling right now is me, like I'm seeing this person's manipulation, and it actually like is kind of ticking me off. Because I feel there's an energy, It's like when I'm in your energy, my friend, I can't help it. I feel like it's a big brother. Like the way that spirit talks to me and like tells me to talk to you is the energy of a big brother. And I always know. I go into certain people and they tell me how to talk to them. And with you, the energy, like seeing what this person will do if you allow them back in and just trust that, oh, these little differences are miles, they will go right into that same exact cycle repeat. They just want to win you. And you are deserving of so much more. I'm telling you. And I'm feeling, it's not only me that's ticked off. Do you have brothers? Do you have brothers? Do you have uncles? I'm picking up on other people that are like, I kind of want to like, I want to show this guy to leave you alone type of energy. And you should deeply trust the ones that have your best interest, okay? There's a difference when Spirit's showing you all the signs that somebody's meant for you and the family doesn't understand, your friends don't understand, but you do. And what Spirit is telling you versus your friends and family having your best interest and they're knowing what they're talking about because somebody's treating you like shit. A lot of times in situations where the family, the friends, etc. are saying, no, I don't want you to be with them. You shouldn't be with them. They're not good for you. It's because they're judging. And they don't see the kindness, the heart, the connection you two have when nobody else is there. But this type of connection is not that. Okay, when nobody's there, it's not loving. It's pretty destructive. They're wanting to know, don't give up on new love. Don't go back. This person just wants the ability to control you again. All right, Natalie. You are number 4. Natalie's number 4. Let's get you that general pull, my friend. Okay, so Spirit's really proud of you. You're not allowing yourself to burn out anymore. You're realizing maybe I had to do things a little bit differently than, I can still be unique, I can still be myself, but maybe I gotta do things a little bit differently. I gotta distribute energy. And they're very proud of you, okay? Spirit's wanting you to know your law of attraction, your general energy right now is very high vibrational. They want you to power. You're about to have a lot more energy to do things for yourself again. So there also could be like a work task or something that is being completed and you have a whole other time of open schedule. And they want you to not fill this with times of helping out other people. This is for you. You've earned this. They're very proud of you for allowing yourself to see that you're not supposed to just take over. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Just because you're the type of person that would go ahead and put your cart back when you go to a grocery store doesn't mean that if you see 3 people ahead of you who didn't, that you go and take their carts and bring it with yours back. It doesn't mean you go and do all this extra effort just because other people aren't. You focus on what you do. Hey, if one of those carts was on your way in front of you, sure, pick it up. It's on the way. You're not going out of your way, disrupting your peace, disrupting your energy to fix somebody else's mess. When you're supposed to help certain people, Spirit is going to align you to them. They're going to enter your life. And then you're going to see certain people on the outside who you're like, oh, maybe I should help them. I don't know. If the Spirit hasn't put them in front of you, you're not supposed to help them. No matter how hard it is because of the soul you have. That is you picking you. That is actually passing a test. Because that chaser in you, that one that thinks that I have to do things to be deserving, is actually what wants to help that person. You're not meant to go through the entire parking lot and pick up all of the carts of people who chose not to put theirs away. You're in charge of yours, and then out of the kindness of your heart, you want to pick up other carts that are right in front of you to help. Do it. But don't go above and beyond. This is self-love. You're doing phenomenal. All right, now Jennifer. What's up, Jennifer? All right. Your grandmother is still part of your spirit team, or did her role in your life change? Got you. See. And thank you for being a member as well, Jen. Her schedule did not change. She's your Archangel Raphael. She is the blunt. She is the warrior that is by your side. She's not an energy of somebody that's up here like Archangel Michael. She's not something that's tethered. It's like she is the reason you feel like you cannot being able to call to her, because she's actually like right here, like, hello, you don't need to look up here. I'm right here. She's always with you. That's why you feel that energy of just like has something. What I'm hearing her say is in recent times, she hasn't had to really bow herself up in your life and keep you divinely away from certain things. Like, you've just been following. You've been listening to your Archangel Michael. You've been listening to Source. You've been listening to Uriel, Rizal, etc. And she's more of a bodyguard. That's how Raphael is. Raphael is a bodyguard. And so the reason why Archangel Michael, Raphael, Metatron, all of them, why we're all able to experience them at the same time is my universal truth. And when I say that, I mean something that spirit and the soul and the universe has showed me that nobody else could confirm to me. So I don't believe that you should just believe my words either. I believe that you should go ahead and look out to the world. Take what I say, feel if it resonates with your heart, and then go into the world and find that evidence. And that's how any leader and anything should be. They should promote you to go do your own research. My universal truth, I've learned, Archangel Michael, Raphael, etc. Until somebody dies in your life, they're there, but then they pass the torch. That's what you're picking up. Archangel Raphael was your protector. When your grandma passed over, he passed the torch to her. She's your Archangel Raphael now. She is a protector. She is blunt. And what I'm hearing is it makes a lot more sense to you, because what I'm hearing is she was a fiery woman in this lifetime. She was fiery. Don't get me wrong. Very loving, very caring. But she absolutely is part of your highest timeline. This is beautiful. I mean, she's saying she's absolutely part of. She wants you to know that you're not parting from your highest timeline. You've gone. She's going to help you go down a new bridge soon. So Jen, I just noted something as well. So you, Jen and Jennifer, you both were right next to each other. I stated 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗘's message, but Jennifer is really, really here as well. I mean, it's not a coincidence that Jen and Jennifer, and your probably real name's probably Jennifer, you just go by Jen. Okay, that's very interesting. Let's go ahead into Jennifer's general pool. But Jennifer, there's a past loved one here for you too. And from what I see with the cards, I believe this is your version of your Archangel Raphael. Let's see. Jennifer, what's your general law of attraction? What is Spirit wanting you to know? Two energies are here with you. This is you. This is your own energy I'm picking up on, and then the past loved one. Somebody that you never really were able to get closure with. Somebody that it feels like they could have done better in your life. This feels like a parental figure. If it's not a parental figure, there's just somebody in your life that, if it's a big brother, a sister, a friend, they feel like they could have been better to you. And they are very proud of what you have been able to do with your life. You feel like you did not have anybody growing up that really had your back. And what I'm hearing is your own inner teenager, your own inner child feels so seen, heard, protected by you. That parental figure you didn't have, or if you did, you know, if your parents did the best they could with the love and energy and knowledge they had. And the whole part of life is evolving, right? We're here to break our generational curses. We can't choose if any family members before us did it. We only have control of this sentientness. And what I am hearing is this person's very proud of you. This person, there had to be a sign of not getting closure. But they want you to know that they are with you. And if you're feeling any financial burdens recently in your life, I mean, that's going away. But what I'm really hearing with you is it's already gone away. Like, you're good. You're like, I know money's good. I mean, I'm always going to have that fear of having nothing because of the way I grew up. But I know at the end of the day, I've set myself up for success. And as long as I stick to it, I'll be good. And you're right. This past loved one, No matter if it's a friend, an uncle, an aunt, a parent, whoever this person had some form of protection at one point over you, wants me to tell you thank you for forgiving me, because you already told them. You maybe even told them before they actually passed away. I just feel like you saw them in the nick of time. Like, I feel like it was almost something where you guys were not together, like you weren't around each other for a really long time. And sometimes sickness brings people together. It just does. And you just didn't get closure on a lot of questions you wanted to know from your childhood, and etc. is what I'm hearing. Spirit wants you to know that with time, there are going to be a lot of answers that are able to be, a lot of questions are going to be able to be answered. But this is going to be through telepathic messages. This is going to be through synchronicities. This is going to be through signs. But the biggest thing right now that's resonating with you is I see that whoever this is, and it really feels more like a father. If it wasn't a father, if it wasn't a grandfather, even a past significant other that could have passed away, they had to be a deeply masculine-based person. Willpower, go-go attitude, self-composure, more than anything else in their life. They still had that heart, but it was seen very few times by others. This is beautiful. Continue your work. You definitely have a past loved one that is telling me they're not even your archangel. They're not your archangel Raphael. They're your archangel Ariel, which is very interesting because Ariel is about love, a divine guiding. Ariel helps divine counterparts find each other. So that's very interesting that they're your Ariel. Okay. Big White, what's more gay? Going into a live stream, checking out a guy, and thinking about him being gay? Or being here trying to help people? Having nothing to do with sexual talk? What's more gay? Because, I mean, honestly, there's nothing wrong with being gay. I could give two fucking shits if somebody calls me gay. But I see what you're trying to do here. I just want you to think about something. Who here is thinking about... The people that think the most about being gay tend to be individuals who literally, like, they're in the closet, but it's internalized homophobia. Big White, you got internalized homophobia, okay? And I hope one day you can love yourself enough. And I hope one day you can look at comments like this that you do on way more people's energy than just my lives and realize, like, say telepathically sorry to them. You don't gotta say telepathically sorry to me. I don't care. I'm a reflection for you right now. Okay? It's actually it kind of makes me laugh when I see those comments come in, my friend. Nobody here is thinking about anything gay except you. Enough said. In fact, I love gay people. I love the LGBTQ. That is why you see this on all of my videos. If you guys didn't notice, in the past, I used to always switch these. Always. I just felt called. I would switch them around. I don't switch them anymore because I want people to see this and I want them to know that this is a safe space. Call me gay all you want. Gay people are cool anyways. All right. Thank you, Laura. I'm not letting them get to me. I just know sometimes they need to hear things. But you're right. That was enough, and now we go forward. All right. All right. Caden, you're a Virgo. Thank you, my friend, for being here. Alyssa Chan is a Capricorn, and you'd like to know, does she love you? Will we come into a romantic relationship as a couple? What will happen to us? I'm going to do the middle one, okay? Because it's one question. I can see how that all is kind of the same question, though, just worded differently. All right, Kaden. Will you come into a romantic relationship with Alicia? Will you guys be able to, in the future, go into a romantic relationship together? Finger hurts. Hasn't hurt all day. Feel like when you it feels like when you're clenching your hand too hard, like you got your thumb inwards, and you're like, sometimes people will deal with like anxiety or even like really being angry, etc., by putting their thumb in like this, going like this, and then squeezing the fuck out of their own thumb. And that's what I'm feeling right now with you. You are, when I say this, don't take it in a way where like spirit's telling me like you're aggressive or anything like that. I don't mean that when I say this, but you have anger management issues you're dealing with. That doesn't mean you're this screamer, doesn't mean you're harmful, okay? But your voice is loud, and when you get passionate, it's exciting, but just as intense as your passion side of you is, so is that other side. And spirit's letting you know, it's not that she feels unsafe with you, but some of the ways you react to things could trigger her. And for you, you're like, I'm not meaning it that way. This is just who I am. And it's not about you changing who you are and her changing who she is. But if you're going to be with somebody, you have to learn their triggers and the best way to speak to them. Some people, bluntness and being loud is perfectly fine. But for others, if they had a childhood growing up where they were yelled at, they were screamed at, it's going to shut them out. And what I'm feeling is Alicia had that type of childhood. So when you kind of do that switch, she no longer sees you. She no longer sees Caden. She sees whoever her father was, whoever her ex was that neglected her, etc. That's the person you turn into without you even knowing it. Your job as the man is to make her safe. Physically. Her job is to spiritually, well, this is the better way to put it. No matter if you're the masculine or feminine, both of your jobs or part of being with that person is spiritual protection for both of you. You both spiritually protect each other. But the man, he physically also protects, and the woman also emotionally protects. The woman emotionally and spiritually protects. The man physically and spiritually protects. I see there's a lot more work to be done. If you can go inwards, if you can allow yourself to focus for the next 3 to 4 months on not even caring about trying to win this back, focusing on you and handling and seeing your own triggers and why you can do that switch, that's what's going to get you actually to the point of being in a timeline with her. You remember, I'm here for you. If we don't focus on this, I don't see it happening. I don't see, and I'm not blaming you for everything, okay? There's definitely a lot of runner tendencies with her, and I see chaser tendencies with you. If you're in separation, it's not just you that's going through growth. There are other things she is as well. And by you focusing on yours and allowing spirit to divine time align this back, you're going to help your tango partner do the same thing. You're still listening to the same song. You're just in different rooms, in different parts of existence right now. But you're still telepathically connected. Always. This type of love stays telepathically connected. There is a chance. But you got to go ahead and focus on your self-work right now. On being your own healthy partner. Because it's not good for your blood. It's not good for your body to react those ways. It really does add up. All right. That concluded that group of super chatters. Let's go ahead now and write down everybody who has super chatted after Caden, because you guys will be the first we answer on our next reading. Okay. All right. Number 1 tomorrow. Man, I'm going to use a different pen. Pens have been not doing the best lately, but it'd be like that. Jesus. All right. Number 1 tomorrow is Kim Romero. All right. And you have a general. Got you. Lacey. What's up, homie? All right. Thank you for being a member also. All right. You'll be number 2 tomorrow. You guys still can, if you're wanting to put yourself on the super chat to be first answered tomorrow, you still can right now. All right, and number 3, Karina. Got you, homie. Guidance in your love life. Got you. And you're a Cancer. Cancer, guidance, love life. Perfect. And remember, guys, you are absolutely allowed to request what topic you'd like for your general pull. That is more than welcomed. You go ahead, you super chat, etc. You can ask love, career, life guidance, pull, etc. You can even ask for a past loved one message. That's perfectly fine. Okay. Or past loved one message that's involving with the deep dive, but you can do that as well if you hit the energy exchange. I'll just talk about that next time though. All right, so you were wanting that guidance. Perfect. Karina on love. Perfect. All right. Kim, yours is love life also. I just saw you put that. Got you. Love for Kim. Got you. And then Lacey just wanted a general. Hey Lacey, so I definitely I worded that a little fast when I was talking about the past loved one. That is for that will be a heavier energy exchange, okay? Because it definitely takes more energy. I absolutely can do that for you, but it'll be over the $10 one, okay? I was getting excited talking about that for sure, but to respect my own energy exchange, and I know you do, I'm not questioning that. It's gonna have to at least be that $10, okay? Thank you, Moa. I try my best. Awesome. Thank you, Lacey. Again, that was me. I got too excited and I didn't explain it correctly, but we're good. Okay, guys, that's where we're going to conclude live readings for today. You still do have the chance, though, of getting a question answered if you migrate with us over to Twitch at UncleBronze Official. That link is associated in my YouTube bio, okay? I'm going to actually go ahead and make sure that I get on Twitch right now before I log off here. If you guys don't want to come over to Twitch with us, I will be back on tomorrow. I will try to be on at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. If push comes to shove and I have to pull it back a little bit, I'll just let you guys know on my community tab, my Instagram stories, etc. But, okay, I can go ahead and exit out of this. Let's go ahead and get some cool music going for you guys. Gotta have the vibes. Let's see, music. Twitch is free. If you feel called to go over, Twitch is a free thing to make, and then going ahead and following me is free as well. Being a subscriber is where there's actually money into it, and that's just if you choose you like to subscribe. For my subscribers, I have a whole other giveaway I'm planning on doing once I get to 222 follower or 222 subscribers over there. But all that matters right now is that if you choose to go over there and make an account, it's free. You choose to follow, it's free, and then you can get into that entry for today. The way you can find me on Twitch, you can either go into the bio of my YouTube channel, and you'll see where the links are. It says Twitch, and you just can click on that, and it'll take you right to my Twitch. Or you can simply go on, if you already have an account, you can just go onto Twitch into the search bar and type in UncleBronze Official. There is one person who has made a fake account of me on there, but you'll see very clear as day who it is because I think they only have like a couple of people following them, and they did UncleBronze 1. And you guys know I don't put numbers in any of my stuff, so it's UncleBronze Official, and you'll be able to tell that that one's me. But tomorrow's stream is going to start at around the earliest 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. It could happen a little bit later than that. It just depends on my last reading, how long it takes for me to get out of it. Yeah. All right. Playlists. Loading up. That looks good. And we are live on Twitch, guys. Awesome. Got you. No, Mel, I'm not going to roast you. I'm going to send you big brother love. What's up, Skull? Alrighty, guys, cool. We're live now over on Twitch, UncleBronze Official. I hope to see you over there, but if I don't, then I'll see you on the next live stream over here. Have a great rest of your night, morning, evening, and I'll see you whenever I see you. Let's get it.